I am about to do my hot oil treatment outside. I got my oil and aloe. I'm kind of like behind this little pole that's helping me with shade, but hopefully it doesn't get too hot because I want to be outside, but my backyard has a lot of mosquitoes at this time. So I am just doing it out here. And I'm cutting my nails. I always tell you guys to clip and file your nails before you start doing your hair. I'm starting to get hot, but it's not like super duper hot, and the sun is starting to go down. So I was cleaning all day, so disregard how I look. I was just cleaning. I did a whole bunch of stuff today. I was gonna wash my hair and do my hair, but I was like, no, that's too much. And I was gonna try to do some self-care as well, but that's too much. My hair has been going through it, guys. I made a vow to myself to not let like too much time go by before I do my self-care, because I have been slacking on that. And self-care is not only something I do to reward myself, but it's also something that I need to sustain myself. It's for my wellness, and just being a beautiful woman is important to me. And hello. And staying on top of my self-care is something that I'm taking way seriously right now. And I've been taking it seriously, but I definitely slack off. Like, Fridays are my self-care days, and sometimes when Friday rolls around, I don't do my self-care. Meanwhile, this is why I have to do my hair now and just other self-care things that I have to do. But when Friday rolls around, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. So I'm making it more of a commitment to actually do my self-care on Fridays every week, because I just like keeping up with myself, and I've been noticing that I haven't been doing that as much. And I want to make sure that I do that. So I'm recommitting myself to my self-care. I was going to record like a glow up video, but I decided not to because I just wanted to work on myself in private, kind of. Thank you. My middle name is Yasmin. Yasmin. Oh, but you said not Yasmin, so. Okay. My towels are washing, so I'm using my scarf so that my oil and aloe don't drip all over me. Whoa, it looks cool. I don't know why it looks like that. Ooh, what's that in it? Hold on now. Oh, it's a piece of rosemary that I had in my oil. Yeah, it is rosemary. All right. Dang, I always forget to get clips to section off my hair. But it is what it is. Ooh, this is very warm. So, for the last couple wash days, I've been practicing something new. I've been doing Indian Ayurvedic Ayurvedic wash day routines. Basically, they oil their hair, and I've done it the last two times, and I'm doing it again right now. But they oil their hair in preparation for their wash day. Most Indian women, they do it from like 48 hours before they wash their hair to the least I've seen is 2 hours. But I have been adopting that because my hair gets very dried out sometimes when I wash it, and it just helps my hair be stronger. It feels better. And also, the Indian women that I watched, well, I don't know if they're Indian. Is Indian the right word? I'm not gonna say Indian, but what is that over there? Because they can be from various different countries, not just India, but the Middle Eastern, I think. Shit, I don't know. Let me just say Indian. Y'all know what I mean. But the Indian women that I've seen, they also massage their scalp, and scalp massaging is just a great way to stimulate hair growth. So I've been doing that as well. Like, I massage my scalp every night, and that's just my quick little massage. But when they do their hair oiling, it's more of a ritual. Like, it's more in depth. Like, they do it for a long time. So I've been practicing that, and I really like it. I like how my hair feels after it, and it just feels more of like a experience. Like, just doing it for the experience is nice. A lot of Indian women, they do it for one another. So a mother might do it for their grandmother or their daughter, and vice versa. And I love that. I would love to be able to trust someone to help me oil my scalp. So that's cool. But that's something new that I've been doing. I'm eventually going to, I was going to say what I was going to do, but I'm practicing not talking about it, not sharing too much, because I've been advised not to. And I just feel like it's this phase of my life has been weird. So I'm just learning to not talk about certain things about what I'm going to do, because people are able to send negative energy and just take your ideas, etc. So I'm being more cautious about what I talk about. This is gonna take me a long time, I'm not even gonna lie. See, the aloe is not really, I might have to dump this in this bowl. So I just dumped it in here so I can get the aloe properly. My favorite color is green. What is your favorite color? My hair is not happy. I gotta stop putting her out. Blue. My dog wants to come out, but he might run away. Not away, but he might try to take off because I didn't walk him today. Did I walk him today? No, I didn't walk him today. Thank God I did this because my hair is not feeling too good. It feels very dry. I should probably wet my hair before I do this. Do I have my spray bottle? Well, thank you for joining, Yasmin. What do you guys do with your shed hair? If you're watching this on the replay, what do you guys do with your shed hair? I know that some people say they burn it. Some people say they bury it. Some people say they just throw it in the trash. Some people say they put it in the toilet. I just put my shed hair sometimes in the trash. Sometimes I put it in the compost that my family has. And I'm okay with putting my shed hair in the compost because I don't use things with products really. Things with products. Things with chemicals really. So my hair is natural, like there's nothing synthetic on it, so I can put it in the compost. My hair is so tangled, IDK, what to do? What? Why is your hair so tangled? Are you an African American woman? How did your hair get so tangled? Tell me about it. I might be able to be of assistance. My hair is really tangled. You see, this one section is. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm just gonna. Yes, when I wash it, I have 4C hair medium length. So medium, like kind of like my length. Um, Maybe if your hair is really tangled when you wash it, maybe you need some better washing practices because however you're washing it might not be suitable for your hair. Um, and also your density. Maybe you have fine hair, meaning that your hair is. I can't. Whenever I try to say S words, it's so hard. Maybe your hair strands are very skinny, so it causes it to tangle even more. So I would say find out your density. Like that means, no, no, not your density. I'm sorry. Your hair thickness. Like how thick is your actual hair strand? You see, mine is very, very skinny. Like this is how my hair strand looks. So that plays a part in it. Are you washing it out in an afro? Are you washing it in sections, like twisted up? Like that all plays a factor. So you just have to find what works for you. Are you detangling before you get into the washing process? Because that's a big deal. I usually detangle before, like what I'm doing now. It's very rare that I detangle in the shower. That's only if my hair is not really that tangled, or I might detangle with some water. But I didn't want to do that today. I wanted to give my hair some love and attention. I think I need to get a trim. All right. I think my biggest mistake was I unbraid my hair from 2 months ago. I just did a pre-poo and washed it off with, oh Lord. What? That was a huge mistake. Wait, you just did a pre-poo. Oh my goodness, girl or boy, I don't know what your gender is, but or they. No shade, no shade. Um, yeah, that was a big no-no. You're gonna have to do a pre-poo again, and you're going to have to take your time to thoroughly detangle. Um, dang. I would suggest getting a spray bottle with a really good conditioner that has slip. If you have a pre-poo that has really good slip, you can use that. Or a conditioner with really good slip, and just take your time section by section. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. Take your time section by section and just go through your hair. You can't be impatient because that's going to take you a long time. But don't never do that again, okay? That is horrible. You could literally really mess up your hair by doing that. Because if you have 4C hair, that means your hair is easier to get matted. And it also depends on your hair thickness, like I said earlier. So if you have fine hair like me, your hair strands are really skinny, then your hair is even more prone to get tangled. So you just gotta spray your hair. Don't put too much water, but spray a little bit of water. Put some product, some slippery product if you can. Maybe even do like a hot aloe and oil treatment like I'm doing now. And just put the hot stuff on your hair and let it sit for a little bit, and then go in with your water and your conditioner to try to detangle. But you must detangle before you wash it, because if you wash it in that state, you might as well go get a buzz cut. Your hair is pretty like that. Bye. Thank you. The sun went away. All right. And start detangling with your hands first before you try to use a brush, as best as you can. But yeah, I would not have been able to wash my hair with my hair like this unless I was under the water prior to washing my hair for a long time. And I just didn't feel like doing that because I would have needed to be under the water for pretty long today. My hair's pretty tangled. Girl, you should be detangling your hair as I'm detangling my hair. We both gonna be here for a long time. Yours is probably gonna take a couple days for real. Maybe just one day, but definitely some hours. Because 2 months is crazy. So what did you, if you're still on here, how was your hair? What style did you have in? If you say a puff or a bun, oh my gosh, I feel bad for you. But if you're still here, let me know what hairstyle you had your hair in after you took your braids down. And then you didn't detangle, not even a little bit. Yikes. Honestly, I love doing my hair and detangling my hair. Like, even though it's a bit laborious sometimes, I like when I'm able to just like really go through it. Like, just undoing that knot just now was fun to me. Like, I enjoy it. Kind of feels like me spending quality time with my hair. See, my oil is starting. My oil is starting to get cold. I didn't want that to happen. I want. I have so much to talk about. So much has happened in these last couple days. I feel like every day I'm learning something new. Every day I'm having some kind of new epiphany. Every day is just something. And I have those moments, these seasons in my life where it's like that. And these last couple days have been very eye opening. And I'm just going to save it for my live. I missed my live a couple days. I know I am not being a woman of my word right now, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I have learned some lessons from that. The main lesson being that in order for me to be committed in certain areas of my life, I have to change up certain things so that I can be committed, so that I can actually perform. I was trying to be committed while just doing other things that I know is doesn't work, and I just gotta tighten up for real. And I knew that in a sense. I've just been like working on it, figuring it out. I've this last month or so, maybe 2 months, it has really been solidifying the fact that when I'm doing something new, when I'm committing myself to something, I have to give myself a grace period to practice it and see how it works for me, see what I got to do different, just give myself some time. I always forget about that. But now I feel like my grace period, my practice is coming to an end. And I pretty much got the gist of what I need to perform at my highest. And performing at my highest is just me doing what I've chosen to commit myself to. And like setting my environment up, setting things up so that I can actually do it. But I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow with my Natural Girl Live. And we got some things to talk about for sure. One thing though, I've been experiencing heavy is I've been noticing that I've been talking about how I've been saying no more often to people, not doing things when I don't need to. And I used to say yes all the time. I used to, if someone needed me to do something, I would just do it most of the time. Or I would sign up to do it and then back out last minute. And I hate doing that. I really dislike not being a woman of my word, even though it happens sometimes. You know, I'm not going to say that I always keep my word, but I do my best to not sign up for things if I feel like I'm not going to do it. I do my best, or not say yes. Like, I do my best to be as clear and transparent as possible. And, you know, I haven't had any instances where I didn't keep my word except to myself and, you know, me performing. But I'm working on that. But I've been saying no to people, and I've realized that even though it's something little, like say you say no to something that you think is really small, even though you think it's really small, to the other person it might be something big, like so big they act like they can't even do it without you. Like their whole nervous system can't even perform this task by themselves. And that just helped me realize the importance of saying no, because I feel like when you do too much for people, they don't really learn their lesson. Like they don't get to experience the discomfort of actually doing the thing. So I just realized that recently, and it shocked me, because like I said, what you think is small might be really important to somebody. Ooh, I thought a mosquito bit me. It's about that time though. My hair is so stiff. The heck? I definitely should have used water first, but it's okay. Honestly, it feels like it was just the other day that my hair was short. I say this all the time, but I think a lot of women underestimate how fast this process can feel. It does still feel slow sometimes, or like you definitely are on a journey, but it doesn't really feel as bad as I think some women might think it does. Because my hair, it didn't grow fast, but it didn't take long for me to see visible length. But there's a lot of sacrifices you have to make in order to see the length. Because if you're doing a whole bunch of stuff to it still while you're trying to grow your hair, you're gonna most likely set yourself back more than you would like. Oh, I almost thought that was a bug. I'm trying a new hairstyle tomorrow, and I am nervous. Every time I try something new, I always get nervous. But I'm still kind of excited though, but just like, ooh, because I still struggle with just like insecurities around my hair and just like breaking my own old programming and perceptions about natural hair. So I'm still working on all the things that I share on this platform, but I have come a long way though for sure. But I definitely still have like that same discomfort as far as, does my hair look good? Do I like this? That also made me think about something too. Like, I just be talking to myself. And I see that there's people watching, but yeah, not saying nothing. But I thought about today. Today, I thought about the fact that I am no longer gonna ask people, and I've said this before. I'm no longer gonna ask people whether they like my outfit, whether they like my hair. Oh, what you have twisted up so far looks beautiful, like a marble column. That's funny. Thank you. Um, I'm no longer gonna ask people how they feel about my hair, my outfits, um, if I look good, nothing like that, because it's called a twist. Um, because I realized that when people ask me, when like people want validation from me, and this is like people who always try to get validation from me, right? So I feel like, if someone does it once or twice, whatever, like I'll give them the validation that they desire and maybe I'll say something about it. I don't know. But the people who in my life that who constantly ask me for validation in some kind of way, I realized that it annoys me. And I just, before I get there, before I tell you what I do now, but it annoys me. And I think about like myself. I'm like, but you ask people for like, do you like my outfit? Do you like my hair? And I realize as I'm thinking about it, as I'm processing it, I'm realizing that anytime I've asked someone if they like my outfit or something, it's because I already knew deep down that there was something about it that I didn't like. And, there's nothing wrong with asking, like, oh, do you like this? Do you not like this? Like, I get it. But when people are, that bird was flying so fast. When people are searching for validation, and it bothers me. And I'm like, what's the difference with me? And I'm realizing that, like, I usually know when I don't like something. I usually know when something's off. So I don't really have to ask people for their advice, really. And anytime I ask people if they like my hair, it's really me searching for validation. And I want to heal that within myself. I want to heal that because I don't like it when people seek validation with me. And let me not say I don't like it. It's just a little like, don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, to be honest. But all I know is I'm working on that I'm working on that within myself so that I don't need someone else to tell me whether something looks good or whether my hair looks nice or anything like that. Just trusting my own judgment, allowing myself to change my own perspective instead of allowing other people to try to change my perspective, to help me change my perspective. So that's something that I'm working on within myself. And this also leads me to, so you're detangling, then washing after this. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I purposefully did the aloe and the oil to just give my hair some more nourishment, and I'm gonna do a scalp scrub, no, a scalp massage, and I'm gonna wash tomorrow. But yes, this is serving two purposes: detangling and just giving my hair some nourishment, some moisture. Um, but moving forward, I have decided to be super honest with myself and other people about things that irritate me, things that bother me, just things that I feel like I need to do for myself in general. Because even though they might seem like small things, like I mentioned earlier with me saying no to people, even though they might feel like small things, in the grand scheme of things, they do become important. Because something that irritates me, I would like to save myself from being irritated. I would like to just not put myself in those positions. So I'm allowing myself to be brutally honest with people. Like, say when people want to gossip with me, or say when people want to, the fuck? Say when people want to talk about someone with me, or they want to complain. I've been allowing myself to tell people, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to hear that. I've been allowing myself to kind of be a little cold in a sense, not really caring as much about people's feelings, because I want to protect myself. I want to protect my mental. I want to allow myself to be comfortable and just like live peacefully. And certain things that I notice that irritate me, I'm like, those are not things that you should ignore. Like, I feel like we've been conditioned to be nice and just ignore what bothers you, because everyone, for example, everyone goes around asking, do you like this? Do you like that? That's normal, right? But who says that you have to be the one to give that validation? You don't always have to do that. I'm no longer giving people validation. That's kind to me, it kind of feels like, and I'm not saying that I'm not going to give words of affirmation. I'm not going to give praise. I'm not going to give love. I'm not going to do all those things. But I feel like when you need it and you're searching for that from me, that's when it gets annoying to me. To me, it kind of feels like a girl that thinks she's fat, and then she asks you, oh, do you think I look fat in this? Like, girl, it's either you know you look fat in it, or you know you don't look fat in it. Like, you can see. But I don't know. I went off on a little tangent. And people might not agree with me, but I just want to make sure that I am living in my authenticity, like no longer hiding behind wanting to be nice and not wanting to hurt people's feelings and things of that nature. So I'm just allowing myself to, if I don't want to say something, I'm not going to say it. If I don't want to talk, I'm not going to talk. If I feel like you can tell me if you look nice or not, you can tell me. I don't know. I know it sounds kind of bitchy, but that's kind of the phase that I'm in anyway. While I will never do that again. I learned it big time. I've always put pre-poo after months of braids in. Yeah, pre-poo is good, but you gotta detangle with the pre-poo. That's what it's for. And then you gotta wash your hair after. But what style did you have in with after you rinsed out the pre-poo? That's what I'm interested to know. What style did you have in? My ends feel not the best right now. There's this girl on TikTok. My twist just reminded me of her. She had these big chunky braids in her hair, and they were all messy, and like they were even more messy than this. Like, this is her braids were kind of, she didn't even have this many braids. Um, but she was saying how she thinks it's colorism that people think her hair looked a mess. And I was like, she's rage baiting the internet, bro. If you're in the natural hair community, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, girl, but she looked like she's going through some things. I could see it in her eyes. I'm watching the sunset. I can see the sun through the trees. This some big hair. It is indeed. It's always the little dogs that bark the most. They're so annoying. Do you guys listen to Trim? I am not listening to her. I just thought about her for some reason. I just can't get with her music, and the fact that she's trying to sound like Nicki Minaj is very disturbing to me. So I don't listen to nothing. I tried to listen to her maybe one time, and I just wasn't feeling the music. So Trim is this new rapper. She's a girl. She sings coconut water. That's the only part I know. I have no knowledge of any of the other lyrics. Every time I see her stuff come up, I change it quickly. I just don't like the vibes. Also, I've been wanting to talk about this. I have not listened to any of Drake's music. Every time I try, like I'll hear a sound on TikTok or Instagram from him, and I'm like, okay, cool, that song sounds cool. But then when I go listen to it, I'm like, it's not really giving. Hi. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Drake's music at this point. Dax? I don't know who that is. And I stopped listening to Drake even before this Kendrick Lamar thing. I feel like Drake's lyrics don't really resonate with me. Um, the last song I listened to by Drake was his girly songs, like what was it? Search and Rescue and Spin About You. I liked his one album. Well, I like some of Drake's older music, like what's that album with Mob Ties on it? I like that one. Nah, I don't know who that is. But I honestly haven't really been listening to music like that. I go through these periods where I'll listen to music for. I'm getting so oily. Where I'll listen to music nonstop, and then I'll go through these periods where I don't listen to music at all. Whew. I look like the Black Angelica. I'm getting oily. What the hell is this? Hmm. I've never really listened to Nina Simone. I've heard about her, of course. Oil running down everywhere. It depends. Depends on what I'm doing to it. So it all depends. Sometimes it could take 30 minutes, sometimes it could take 30 days. I'm joking. Most my hair ever took me probably was like 5 days. But that was including washing and all that stuff. I've been doing this for 50 minutes now, so that's cool. I've never been to Scotland. I would love to. Well, I don't know about Scotland, but I'm from New Jersey. I think a mosquito's biting me. freezing, even right now. Yes, always raining. Ugh. Well, I don't mean to say about where you live, but that's one of the things I don't like about Europe. Well, what is that? London in particular. I used to want to live in London, but I never even I never even been there. I just like what I've heard about it and what I've seen. But I used to want to live in London until I heard that they don't have the sun coming out a lot. I need to get my scissors. Do I bring them? I don't think I brought them. London, England shithole. Why you call it a shithole? No, I don't know. My stepdad is here. You want to ask him for it? But you're not gonna mow it now, though, right? No, no, don't do it now. You got to do it during the day. Yeah. Why you call it a shithole? Why did you call London a shithole? Please enlighten me. Whew. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Oh. Oh, that was an ant, not a mosquito. Okay. Let me get some of this going. I never want to let my hair get like this again. Oh my gosh. It's really because I put it in an afro and my hair is communicating to me that it doesn't want to be in afros right now. I could just tell by the texture, just like how it feels. And I did an afro anyway. Oh. And this is not my official detangle. I'm going to detangle like when I actually wash my hair, just to be thorough. Right now, I'm just doing what I can. So when you're detangling, really mostly of what you're doing is just taking the shed hairs like out of the bottom and out of your actual length as well. But a lot of the shed hairs, at least for me, accumulate down here. So that's why I stretch out the hair. As I pull hair down, that's how a lot of my shed hairs come out. Like, you don't need to brush aggressively all the time because you're gonna break your hair. And you don't always have to finger detangle either. You can have a good balance of both to achieve the results you desire. My mother has a flower bed right here, so I'm just putting my hair into the flower bed dirt. I think something bit me. Ugh. I don't have my scissors, so I just popped it. I'm tired. I'm about to go though, cause I'm gonna go inside soon. I think something bit me. It's kind of itchy. Ooh, this part of my hair is. I gotta lock in right here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, saw how it looked before. Oh, my phone is on 1%, guys. Gotta go.